Tommy Tonight, Tommy Tonight. You are watching Tommy Tonight. He's telling lots of jokes and they're really funny. Everyone's watching Tommy be funny. Because the Mets are really sucking the ball, hitting those jokes right over the wall. East side, west side. Everybody's watching the stream. The TOMMY tonight on New York Town. But it's actually in LA. Hey, what's up, everybody? Tommy Meyer here. Welcome to Tommy Tonight. Now, I'll get to our top story in a second, but first, I've got some jokes for you. Oregon had its primary yesterday. Turnout was a little lower than usual. Experts aren't sure if that's because of coronavirus or dysentery. Major League Baseball is thinking of having a shortened season with no fans. So, basically a regular season for the Mets. Alright, now on to our own. I really liked those jokes, so there you go. On to our main story, though. Now, I know I said I was going to talk about Obamagate. Well, I forgot that Trump was president, and that means that insane things happen nearly every day. So I'm no longer going to announce what I'm going to cover ahead of time, because an hour before I tape, something crazy could happen and screw that all up. The something crazy that happened this week happened on Monday when Trump made this pretty stunning announcement.
A lot of good things have come out about the hydroxy. A lot of good things have come out. And you'd be surprised at how many people are taking it. I happen to be taking it.
Hydroxychloroquine?
I'm taking it. Hydroxychloroquine.
I'm taking it, baby. Wait, but you're not even sick. Are you taking it as a preventative measure? I didn't even know you could do that. I didn't know that was the thing. Now, reporters had some obvious questions like what and why.
Because I think it's good. I've heard a lot of good stories. And if it's not good, I'll tell you right. I'm not going to get hurt by it.
No, that's not necessarily true. The FDA, this is what's so frustrating. This is what we're frustrated about. It's not that you're overselling the medicine a little bit. You know, we're not saying it doesn't work, it doesn't help anyone. It's not going to hurt anyone part. It's the there's no danger to it part, because it's not true. The FDA has warned against using it in hospital or outside of hospitals or clinical trials because, though we don't have a lot of research on how effective it is against coronavirus, there is a lot of research about its side effects, one of which is potentially fatal heart rhythm problems. You know what? I'm hearing it now. I'm hearing it. You'll be fine, but for people with a heart, this could be dangerous. He went on, though.
I got a letter from a doctor the other day from Westchester, New York, around the area. He didn't want anything. He just said, sir, I have hundreds of patients, and I give them hydroxychloroquine. I give them the Z-Pak, which is zithromycin, and I give them zinc. And out of the hundreds of patients, many hundreds, over 300 patients, I haven't lost one. He said, please keep pressing that, sir.
Okay, two things. First, he was way too happy with himself for pronouncing zithromycin. How long do you think he practiced that in front of a mirror before that press conference? Zithromycin, this, damn it! Oh, and I don't think there was a doctor. Who's the doc? What was the doctor's name? Oh, it was Dr. Frump, Donald Frump. Now, speaking of doctors, reporters had a pretty obvious question.
Did the White House doctor recommend that you take that? Is that why you're taking it?
Yeah, White House doctor. I didn't recommend. No, I asked him, what do you think? He said, well, if you'd like it. I said, yeah, I'd like it.
What? Who's your doctor? Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Okay. That doesn't sound like the type of conversation you have with your doctor. It sounds like a drug deal. Hey, you like hydroxychloroquine, you know what you'd love? Opioids. Hey, I'm selling drugs here to cure the coronavirus. I don't know why I'm Italian. Anyway, asked what the evidence that he has about hydroxychloroquine is, Trump said this.
Here's my evidence. I get a lot of positive calls about it. The only negative I've heard was the study.
No, yeah, that's the thing. That's the one you should be paying attention to, not the made-up people inside your head. Now, the next clip that I'm about to show happens literally 7 seconds after the one I just showed. And I want you to play along at home. Try and figure out how Trump gets from talking about the evidence supporting hydroxychloroquine to this bizarre little rant.
We've done the greatest job, maybe of anything in the VA, because I got VA choice and VA accountability, both approved. Accountability, Tillman, is where you can fire bad people that work in the VA.
Yeah, Tillman. Dumbass. He went on.
That you couldn't fire them. We had thousands of people that were sadists, that were stealing, that were robbers, that were horrible people. They'd beat up our veterans. They couldn't do it in prime time, but they did it when they were sick.
What? Sadists beating up sick veterans? In the afternoon or late at night, but definitely not between like 7 and 10? Prime time, get it? Don't worry about it. It's fine. I really think the hydroxychloroquine's going to his head. Now, the way that Trump got there, for those of you who couldn't guess, is that the study that says that hydroxychloroquine, one of the studies that says that hydroxychloroquine could be dangerous, came from the VA. And Trump thinks that because he made it easier to fire bad people at the VA, that the VA is somehow anti-Trump. But if anti-Trump people are bad, Trump fired all the bad people at the VA, then there should be no more anti-Trump people at the VA. Either hydroxychloroquine's dangerous or Trump's accountability bill sucks. Probably both. I would guess both. But you know what? You gotta give credit where credit is due. And I know I'm really hard on the president. I make my little jokes. But the VA choice bill is actually a really great bill. It's helped a lot of veterans. And it's impressive. It's truly, truly impressive that Trump was able to sign that into law in 2014. It's 2 years before he became president. That's leadership. Now, before we get too worked up about this whole thing, I think it's worth pointing out that Trump lies more than he tells the truth. So, since he's said that he's taking hydroxychloroquine, it's actually probably become less likely that he's taking hydroxychloroquine. Now, lots of people are speculating as to why Trump is so obsessed with hydroxychloroquine. Some have postulated that he has a financial stake in it, and Trump does actually have stock in a French company that makes hydroxychloroquine. But PolitiFact estimated that thus far, from the bump it's gotten since he started talking about it, Trump would have made about $260. There's way easier ways to make money, and we know this motherfucker's lazy as hell. No, I think that there's probably a much, much simpler answer. And for that answer, I'm going to defer to the experts. Decades of rigorous studies have been done, and they all prove without a shadow of a doubt that Donald Trump is stupid. Yes, Trump is not promoting hydroxychloroquine to enrich himself. He's doing it because he is stupid. It's the only reason he ever does anything. Plus, this man refuses to admit that he's wrong, and we've seen him go to ridiculous lengths to prove himself right. We all remember what happened when he was wrong about that hurricane. Wait, let me see that prescription. Oh, son of a bitch! Alright, that's all the time I got for you guys tonight. Thank you so much for watching. I would have done a longer episode, but I spent about 2 hours working on that prescription pad there, so that's time well spent. But it does have some pretty good jokes on it, so I'm just going to keep it up there so you can see it, like little Easter eggs, you know? Except, like, you know, instead of making you find it, I'm just shoving it in your face. Kind of like Trump is shoving hydroxychloroquine in our faces. Guess we're not so different after all. Good night. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit subscribe to get the latest videos. when they come out. When else would you get them?